Good good morning, almost the afternoon. I think it's around 11:37 on a Friday, January 26th. I'm feeling good. I want to talk about today slow and steady, right? The sprint that got me to where I am today uh, isn't sustainable, right? I want to talk about what that looks like. Sorry if I'm giving you guys a little bit of a run. It's just a beautiful area here, out in the woods, playing fetch with my dog. And I want to talk about the slow and steady mindset. Let me throw this ball for her. I'm doing my best not to move the camera too fast, but I really want to appreciate you guys for rocking with me, coming out with me. And this video really is just a slow and steady mindset, right? Little recap for the ones who may not know or who may not may be new to this channel. First of all, hit that like and subscribe button, right? We're really rocking here, kind of documenting our process and me sharing my knowledge of my experience of what I've been through. So some people who have been through or in maybe beginner stages can follow this blueprint, right? Can follow this blueprint of, okay, I can get out slow and steady. I can get out. So I have been. Hey, come here. Come on, drop the. Hey, come here. 1 second, my dog. She don't be listening. So take a look at my dog. Hey, come here. Look at her. Crazy girl. Come here. Come on. Don't be running from me. All right. So slow and steady wins the race, right? That's what we'll talk about. Well, I'll give you guys a nice little view. That's all I'll do. Slow and steady wins the race. These last 3 years, it's been really a hustle. And it still is going to be a hustle for the next few years. But this didn't just start 3 years ago. When I was 23 years old, right? Come right out of college, my first engineering job, I was making a decent salary for an engineer with a company car. So my expenses were really low, right? Didn't have to pay crazy insurance. Didn't have to pay for gas. Didn't have to fix any of my car because I didn't drive my car for the first year of my employment. I didn't want to waste that, right? So I also had a second job. I've always had a second income, whether that be bartending in the evenings after working an engineering job, Ubering around town after my engineering job at like when I lived up in upstate New York, Saratoga, the horse races. I would, drive people from the horse races around the whole nice, rich area. To what was another job I've also had, to contracting. I was an engineering contractor, right? So always had a second income, always hustling, always working 16-hour days, 14 to 16-hour days, 10 hours at my main job, 4, 5, 6 hours at something else on a regular basis, to refereeing. I still referee now. And that's been tough for me, man, because I'm sitting right here at 31 years old with a high cash reserve and a few assets in my name, right? I own a lot of paper assets, and I've been regularly dollar cost averaging into those paper assets. But in terms of real estate, which is really my bread and butter, I'm getting into from single family homes, looking more into small multifamily units or apartment buildings, right? That's my plan next. That's my plan next, getting into apartment buildings. But for apartment buildings, you need a high cash reserve. And I always want to keep a high cash reserve and not try to look at that next shiny object, right? Apartment complexes, storage units, mobile home parks, restaurants. No. Apartment complexes or small multifamily or apartment complexes are my two focuses, right? Whatever makes me the more money is what I'm going to focus more into. But not chase that shining object. Understand I have a process. I have a property manager. I have people that can get me to the successful position that I want to get to. So if I invested into all these multiple facets, all these multiple assets, I would run out of money for my renovations. I wouldn't have money for the renovations. That's what you don't want. You don't want to, I may be bankrupt at this point, right? So keeping a high cash reserve, investing what you know, rinse and repeat, and have a good mental balance about this, right? It's not sustainable for me to work 19 hours a day until I'm 70 years old. That's not healthy for me. But also let's not lie. We need money coming in. So what works is what we will invest in. Now let's segue that into working out. All right, I've done all type of workouts. I'm a former athlete, former college basketball player. If you guys don't know, so I've been working out my entire life. Went from college basketball. The day that I lost my last game in college was the day I became like a power lifter. Right, went from around 190, my playing weight, 190, 195. I was husky, I was strong for as a player, but I went from 190 to like 230, and not fat, like husky, deadlifting, squatting, bench pressing, sprinting. I was looking amazing. A thick 230, looking like an outside linebacker out here, tight end, 6'2", right? To having minor injuries, my shoulder, your neck, you pull things, your wrist, your pec, like all those things. I don't want those injuries. That's not sustainable when I'm 50, 60. I can't be deadlifting heavy. So transitioning to shorter, higher rep, lower weight workouts will get me to where I want to get to, right? And that also segues into what kind of job do I want, Engineering, yes, is good for me, but starting an engineering consulting business is the opposite of what I want to do. I don't want to really be an engineer forever at all, but I just need the high income. I need the high income. So I'm going to engineer and use that money to invest in things that I want to do, which will be making content. I really love sharing my knowledge. I really want to hear from you guys what you want to hear, because I have a lot of information, and it challenges me to organize that information in a presentational platform to help myself and help you. Then I'm able to look back at these videos and just kind of leave like a digital diary. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So these are the type of things that I'm transitioning into, right? Looking to start my family soon and just teach and learn and connect and network. I'm happy I'm at this position. I just want to keep my health, stay healthy, and I want to appreciate you guys for coming out here and just supporting me. So thank you. Let's stay focused, fellas. And I know imbalance is necessary. I know imbalance is necessary when you're young, but that transition is beautiful. Just stay focused. Let's go.